ignored by a girl is the absolute worst. Sometimes they do it on accident, but other times they mean to do it. And being ignored can leave you feeling confused, insecure and uncertain. All in all, not great. The good news is, yes, there's good news, is that there are many things that you can do to stop girls from ignoring you ever again. And today you will find out what to do if she is ignoring you and how to tell for sure she is ignoring you but actually likes you as well. Confusing. And by the end of this video, you'll never need to ask yourself again, should I ignore her because she is ignoring me? Because you'll simply never have this issue again. So let's get down to business. Figure out, firstly, if she does well and truly like you. Being ignored is not always the worst thing. Now guys, Anna knows firsthand. Yes, I have used this technique before. It was less because I was playing games and more because I was just very nervous around the guy. It came across as though I was ignoring him, which did actually work out in my favor because he worked a little bit harder to grab my attention, so I was kind of saved. Sometimes girls will ignore a guy because it drives them crazy. It makes guys work harder and keeps their eyes on the prize, and of course, it doesn't always work. Sometimes it looks like the girl is just uninterested and being very rude. So how do you actually tell if a girl is ignoring you because she likes you or if she's ignoring you because she doesn't like you? It's pretty simple. If a girl likes you and is ignoring you, you should be able to tell by studying how she is behaving overall. For example, if you catch her staring at you or making suggestive eye contact, she is most likely interested. And if she's not talking to you but touches your arm or shoulder, she likes you. Keep an eye out for flirting techniques that she might be using even if she is ignoring you. The more flirty, the more she likes you, basically. So if you are nearly 100% sure that she likes you but is ignoring you, tell her about it. If you don't, she may continue to ignore you due to being so nervous around you, which means the relationship goes nowhere. So explain that you like her as well and you would like to see where things go. Make her feel comfortable and safe and she will slowly come out of her shell, and in no time you will find yourselves chatting away. Never be ignored again unless you do something that sends you straight to the doghouse. It is worth mentioning at this point that she might also not like you. If you don't notice any of the traditional signs of flirting, it might be worth asking if you have done something wrong, or just not spending as much time around that girl. Sometimes we have to realise that not everyone is going to like us, but that doesn't mean we're any less of awesome, right? What to do if a girl is ignoring you? Okay, so you've got yourself in a little bit of a pickle. You notice this lady is ignoring you and then you think, what the hell do I do? We have some tips and tricks. Go big or go home. Big gestures are often a way to a lady's heart. The lady might not actually know that you exist yet, or she might be wanting you to put in a little bit more effort. The big gesture will show her that you are interested, that you care about her and you are attracted. It could be anything from writing her a love letter, a poem, or taking her on her dream date. It doesn't always need to be in public for it to be a big gesture. You can just literally write on a post-it note and slap it on her desk. Once I was dating a guy who wasn't giving me enough attention, and automatically I started to ignore him. To win me back, he got up on stage at a show that we were at and read out a poem he had written for me. The poem itself was really romantic, and in fact, I still have a copy of it. But I was super embarrassed though, and the introvert in me was very horrified. And I was actually more upset because he did it in public. I would have much preferred that he did it in private, so please remember this. Think about the lady who is ignoring you. Would she prefer a big gesture in public or behind closed doors in the living room whilst you guys are watching Netflix? Big gestures do work though and can very quickly put you into the good books. Give her some space. Depending on the situation, it may be better to give her some space. If she is hurt or angry about something that you have done, she might need some time to evaluate how she feels. Trying to get her attention all the time will only make it worse. She needs some time to think about what has happened and she will come around, I promise. You might find that after one day of space, she will message you saying that she has forgiven you and everything is over. And it could be a week later or even a month, but the main point here is that you are showing her that you respect her, her space, her boundaries and feelings, which makes you become even more attractive. and she will come running when she realizes that you are fine to just carry on your life without her and you have shown her respect. You will find that she stops ignoring you as soon as she realizes this. Give another girl attention. Okay, word of warning, this is a risky one. It could send the lady who is ignoring you running away or straight back to you. Girls hate it when someone they are interested in starts talking to someone else, especially when they are ignoring that guy and expect all of his attention. So if you are, say, in a social situation and the girl you like is ignoring you, start talking to another girl at the table. Don't make any comments to the other girl about the girl ignoring you, obviously, because girls always stick together. But just start asking her questions like, so what do you do for a job? Or what's your favourite type of pizza topping? And eventually the girl who is ignoring you will think, what is going on? It will drive her wild, and you might find that suddenly she starts speaking to you again and making eye contact with you. She will come running back and she will not ignore you ever again. And if she ever feels like ignoring you, well, she's going to remember that one time you asked that girl at the table if she liked pineapple on pizza, and she still is going to get angry about it. So yeah, she's not going to ignore you again. Communication is key. Communication is the most healthy way of dealing with a girl if she is ignoring you. Everything in a relationship comes down to communication, and healthy ways of dealing with issues are oh so important. Relationships will always have issues and partners are always gonna argue, and it's how you get through these times that makes the relationship worthwhile. So having clear, open forms of communication can stop girls from ignoring you. Remember, if your girl or the girl that you like is ignoring you, ask to sit down for a chat. Try and get to the bottom of why she's ignoring you. You can ask her what you've done, and if you are in the wrong, apologise. Show her that you care about her and her feelings. Resolve the issue and boom, move on. Part of having clear communication is being able to tell your side of the story as well. Maybe she didn't actually realise why you did whatever it was that you did that got her upset or angry in the first place. But make sure to also tell her that you really do not like it when she ignores you and that you would rather she just told you what is wrong. And that is going to stop her from ignoring you again, and it means that you can just deal with those issues in the moment as opposed to dragging them out with that awkward silence. This creates a healthy relationship, which is important, especially if you want this relationship to last. She's not interested. Earlier on, we talked about how a girl can like you when she is ignoring you, but she might also just not be interested. And if you think this is the case, you've got to hold your head high. There's plenty more fish in the sea, as cringy as that sounds. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face, like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.